Akumo would get on the battlefield, leaving the deities of Universe 7 surprised. The presence of the god Akumo was lost hundreds of thousands of years ago, and the divine energy had left Akumo for dead. This is incredible! I can't believe this saint in front of us was raised by my father and the great Zeno-Sama. How is it possible that even the powerful god Akumo, about whom nothing is known for thousands of years, appears again for this warrior? I don't have the slightest idea what's happening, but if it hadn't been for his help, we would have died by the pressure of Akumo. Whis would try to communicate with his father. Everything around him would be covered by a large dome of negative energy, making it impossible for him to communicate with Zeno-Sama in the realm. It is impossible for me to communicate with my father. Akumo's been able to seal the entire Universe 7 entirely. I'm not able to communicate. Apparently, everything's in the hands of that guy. He is able to demonstrate great power. I don't know if he has the required power to face Akumo. Millions of years ago, on a planet on the verge of destruction, two warriors faced each other. One of them with multiple wounds, with red hair moved by the wind. Akumo, please come to your senses. No warrior more powerful than me is able to appear. Forget that damn dream of wanting to fight someone more powerful. You are completely wrong, Shallot. Because with our learning ability, we can compare ourselves to the power of the gods themselves. Akumo, we can't even be capable of defeating the gods of destruction. Much less we're able to defeat the beings above them. This is suicide. Don't worry, Shallot. You've used all your power with the intention of stopping me. But that's not useful to you. Your power is not surpassed by mine thousands of times, and you can leave me alone. I've been able to visualize the warrior of my premonition. Shallot was trying to make Akumo think. He was able to have a premonition in which the warrior would be raised by the most powerful beings, and would be enough to face him. Shallot, you better get off this planet. It's not long before it explodes, and I won't plan to cause any more problems. No, Akumo, the first Saiyans to become gods, I haven't planned to let you die in this place. Come with me, let's keep training. 1,000 years. All that captivity. You apparently are the chosen one, and I feel like a great power lies inside you. I don't understand what you're trying to say. Apparently you're an ancient Saiyan that gives me more intrigue about your capacity of your power. Akumo quickly would graze Goku, and thanks to the Ultra Instinct, he was able to dodge that attack. Both exchanged hundreds of blows, but despite this, they were equal. Akumo would increase his power while exchanging blows, and Goku would realize at this moment, despite having Ultra Instinct, Akumo would connect a big blow to his stomach, causing him to spit out blood and fall to the ground in front of him. Well, even though you got the highest training of all the beings of the gods, you're not able to cope with me. I haven't even transformed. The deities were surprised to learn that Akumo could transform, while Goku would stand up more determined. Apparently, I have to use the power beyond Ultra Instinct, a power I planned only with Daishinken. I don't see any alternatives giving you battle. Ha! I knew you had more power. Use more, because when I start my onslaught, I won't give you this opportunity again. Goku would clench his fist with power, and his aura would rise, letting the Universe 7 shudder. His power grew amazingly, leaving Whis and Beerus surprised, and the barrier that Goku created would be subdued by the pressure of the Saiyans. Hey Whis, we definitely have to be able to stand up to that Saiyan. His power surpasses the Guardian Angels. I agree with you, Mr. Beerus. I never thought that a Saiyan would reach these levels. It's an overwhelming power. Goku would rise incredibly, but Akumo's expression didn't change. His expression was confident. After a few minutes, Goku would access Ultra Instinct Phase 3, and the power capable of crackling everything around him. Goku would return to observe Akumo. I gotta confess, I was given a mission to supervise the universes, including the power of the deities. They weren't supposed to have the strongest peak of the scale in their universes. I never thought to use this power in the universes. I was given to investigate. You surprised me. Ha ha! You using that transformation makes me feel flattered, but Goku, despite reaching his most powerful state, couldn't dodge a powerful onslaught of Akumo, and that would hold him by his head, colliding with planets, destroying them. This power demonstrated was crazy to compare to Goku's. Goku this time wasn't able to see a movement, and Akumo would fly him towards a planet with a huge blow, destroying mountains in his path. Well, apparently that power you brag about's not a big deal. The power that really matters is true power, and that's why I have a little more of mine, and apparently it's just too big for you. Goku would try to stand but couldn't. The damage caused was another level, and Goku would spit out blood, turning to see everything blurred. Damn, I'm supposed to be one of the powerful warriors, only below Daishoken and Zeno-Sama. This guy mocks my power, and his power is immense. I can't understand it. Goku would try to stand, but his legs were wobbling. Taking the big beating of Akumo, he would stare at him. I must give you credit for the power you got. Despite only 23 years of life, you have that of an angel and a god, but they don't compare to your power despite the training of millions of years. On the other hand, I am surprised that your power is so poor since you were supposed to be under the tutelage of the most powerful deities. Damn worm, don't make fun of me, as a kid still fight! Goku would try, but something against Akumo would be in vain, and this power was abysmal. Due to the blows that Akumo had connected with him, Goku's power would decrease, and his power that he relieved was from blows more normal, falling to the ground. No, damn it! How can a warrior born with this power beyond the gods, be humiliated? I can't allow this! Goku, using his power, lashed out against Akumo with a powerful technique, the Dragon God Destroyer. A huge dragon was starting to head towards Akumo, and to everyone's surprise, Akumo, stretching out one of his hands, was able to stop him, causing an explosion over the place. You better train more. Next time we meet, I want you to give me a real battle. This is just a warm-up. Akumo was able to knock him out of combat, causing Goku to go to his base state, looking at the deities of Universe 7. I want his wounds healed. And even though they'll do it, I'm sure Daishoken takes too much care of this Saiyan. I'm going to retire for the time being. Akumo would disappear, and the dome of negative energy was dissipated. With Goku, with the intention of healing him, the beings of Zeno-Sama's palace arrived. Goku, what happened? Were Whis Beers responsible for this? No, it's impossible for the deities of Universe 7 to leave Goku in this condition. His power to be able to fight the angels and gods weren't receiving damage. A warrior that resembles my power, even Zeno-Sama, was responsible. You're right, Father. Apparently Goku-sama was testing us. Even though we fought together with Beerus, we couldn't do anything. Akumo-sama is the one responsible. Daishoken's face would change to a cold, tense expression. What do you mean, Whis? It's impossible. That Saiyan disappeared millions of years ago. He can't exist. He belonged to the universe eliminated by Zeno-sama. Father, for that astonishment, it is possible that his existence came, but his power decreased and continued to increase even the more, defeating Goku. Daishoken, from what I hear, Akumo named Goku that was trained by the deities in that palace. It was astonishing to me since Akumo claimed to have these premonitions. If what you're telling me is right, Son Goku's the god of a legend, and that confines the 18 million universes years ago. It's said that a powerful warrior would put an end to Akumo's power. For that reason, I want to eliminate 6 universes of more power, and their inhabitants were corrupted by excessive thirst for power, none more than anything good. Akumo's been able to return with much more power. Daishoken with his great power would heal Goku, and he'd wake up, body hurting. Where am I? What happened to Akumo? Well, after everything Whis and Beerus informed me is true, apparently we have to prepare for a huge battle coming. On an inhospitable planet of the 12 universes, Akumo was meditating with a huge smile on his face. I know you can't hear me, but shall I tell you? My clairvoyance power doesn't fail. That warrior is the chosen one to quench my power. Akumo would immediately expel great power by accessing the original form of the legendary Super Saiyan God, everything being destroyed around him. I'm sure that Saiyan could force me to use the original Super Saiyan form and force me to use the Ultra Instinct. Zeno-Sama's palace and the deities with Goku returned. The entire journey, Goku was more serious than usual, something that he wasn't normally. Goku, what's wrong? I understand Akumo's power knocked you out, but don't worry, I'm sure you can overcome him. Akumo's been training for millions of years, unlike you. I know, but I humiliated myself and I just can't get out of my head. I've never been humiliated like that. I have to become more powerful. I'm not gonna leave like this. I have to become much more powerful. Goku, don't worry. I know what's more is right now we can start training, and it'll be beyond a priest. I appreciate it. This time I'm gonna train on my own. I won't be with you and I have to fend for myself.
Goku, don't be hard on yourself. Daishinkan said Akumo's been training for millions of years, and he has all that power because of it. You'll be more powerful after 3 years of training.
On the planet Beerus, deities were walking and they weren't able to understand the deities of the 12 universes being able to raise a Saiyan baby. Hey Wes, I don't get it. In fact, it's just something interesting to me. I don't understand how Zeno-Sama Daishinkan could raise a Saiyan and have to get power on such incredible feats. I do agree, but apparently that Saiyan is a prodigy. Doesn't matter how good his mentor is. If his ability on the battlefield is 0, it won't matter. His power can't be increased that way. That means the Saiyan of the deities was trained by a prodigy since he was able to humiliate us entirely. But if that Saiyan's able to humiliate us, I don't want to imagine what he'd be able to do to Akumo. Would be able to end our lives without realizing. Zeno-Sama realizing Goku in a meditation pose, the power beyond an Ultra Instinct was asleep in his body and due to awaken. And because of this humiliation, Goku would open his eyes, releasing an incredible power, managing to make the 12 universes shudder with an incredible power released from his body after a few marks appeared on his body.
Well guys, this is all for today's chapter. I hope you liked it and it was to your liking. Now don't forget to leave your powerful like Supreme God level, comment and subscribe. Now without further ado, see you in a new video. Until next time.